Finally. Yeah. Yes. What are you doing here? Hey everyone. Hello guys, how are you doing? I am so glad to see you here. Now, I've released a video previously where I was reacting to all these amazing software developer portfolios online, and you guys have taken it to the next level. That video exploded. Over 400,000 views, over 19,000 thumbs up. So you know what? I'm going to set a challenge here. Today's video is about me reacting to some more incredible software developer portfolios online. However, if this video gets 25,000 likes, I'm going to film part 3 because there are so many more personal portfolios that I want to explore and showcase to you guys to inspire you guys. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button and I'll be releasing part 3 very soon. Now for the time being, I have compiled a series of five? Yes. I've compiled a series of 5 different websites that I want to show you guys. So make sure you sit back in your comfy chairs, pause the video, grab yourself a nice cup of coffee or tea and enjoy what's about to come because you, my friend, are about to be very impressed. Okay, so the way we're going to examine these websites is I'm going to look at the portfolio, I'm going to give my own professional opinion on what I think about it. We're going to test it in mobile view, see how it works and performs on mobile, and then we're going to give it a score out of 10. Now, I don't want to hold you guys up, so let's jump into the first website and let's see some of the amazing things that others have created. Okay, website number 1. iure.is, so Uri is. Now, going into this website, I think it's quite significantly oriented around the developer perspective, as you know, all of these, the .is, .work, .about, .contact is kind of to simulate or to represent a function in programming, so that's like a nice addition. So let's just scroll. Creative front-end developer, designer, and illustrator. Okay, so this is his CV, so resume for all of you American folks. Biz, so he's in the business since 2019, loving that animation. Oh, please tell me it's, oh yes, it gets better. Okay, so for the past 8 years, I was building and polishing e-commerce interfaces at .biz. Alright, so that's the company that he works at. Throughout these years, I was involved in hundreds of projects. Oh wow, all these animations. I love websites like this. They really showcase, you know, how creative some people can get. 600 plus stores, payments, shipping services, and thousands of transactions daily. Early days. Oh, I like that. I like that little cloud transition. A front-end developer with one foothold in arts. Well, I can clearly see that he's an artsy person because obviously this website is quite significantly artsy. Freelancing and startupping, inches and pixels. This is so cool. Okay. Nice. Background.bmp. Oh wow. Wait, this is like Mario. Oh, so many options. So many options. Let's go with 2. Go on. 2? No? Do I click it? What's happening? Why is it not working? 1? 3? What's going on? I want to... Oh! I needed to scroll a bit more. Okay. Okay, so that's a little bit of a fault. I would work on that, but okay, let's click 2. What? No! What now? Oh, I keep scrolling. 3D models, matte painting, and illustrations. Whoa, okay, that was cool. That was a nice touch. A nice kind of interaction with the person looking at what you're trying to showcase here. This is super cool. Close your eyes. What do you hear? I hear the water. I hear the birds. Do you hear your own heartbeat? No. Okay, why do we have a poem? So it's a wrapper of the website. Made with, oh, there you go. So for all of you folks previously that was asking, you know, what kind of technologies these websites are made with, so this guy gives you everything here. Vue.js, GSAP, Scroll Magic, Photoshop, and Illustrator, obviously. So there's a lot of Photoshop and Illustrator to create all these different, animations and all these different designs. And then obviously Vue.js, which is like a JavaScript front-end framework, and Scroll Magic and GSAP to do all the fancy dandy stuff. Check out my site that works for more detail. Very cool. So if we click .work, oh, does that just take us to the different sections? Work selected. Aha. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, about. Oh, that's the guy? Cool. Oh, there you go. You have his resume, his main skills. Okay, so this is kind of like a resume and like an outline of what he did. That's very nice. He's from Brazil, but based in Berlin. Cool. And then his contact form. Oh no. See, I hate contact forms like that because they just cause so much fuffle and hassle on your MacBook. I just prefer like an in-browser form. Now, I did say that we're going to check what the mobile responsiveness is of this website. So if I just load the .is, we're going to inspect this page, not view page source, and then we're going to see mobile. Okay, iPhone X, and obviously all of this is done nicely for the phone, which is fantastic. Oh my god, there must have been so much effort put into this, honestly. What about the little game? Does that work as well? Oh, you click on the phone. That's cool. That's cool. That's a nice touch, obviously, because you have to think about. Obviously, you don't have buttons on the phone if you don't want a pop-up keyboard to appear, which is something that he avoided here, and it's obviously made for the phone, which is awesome. Wow. Okay. What do I give this website? Well, everything seems to be fine. Honestly, 8 out of 10, I think. This is a nice kind of workflow for someone to see your creative skills and what you're capable of. So definitely an 8 out of 10. Moving on to the second website. Now, the second website is by someone called Prashant Sani. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And here we go. Hey, I am Prashant. I build interactive websites that run across platforms and devices, which I can already assume that it's going to be nicely mobile responsive and on any other device. Now I'm going to check out the menu while we're here. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, I like how he highlights and animates all these different colors to match the transitioning from the contact page onto everything else. But for now, we're just going to close it. So same thing happens, but in reverse. You can see the little color codes in the corner. And let's just scroll and see what happens. Do what you love what you do. So some inspirational quotes there. Okay, so he nicely outlines his little projects that he did very simply with some nice animations. Maybe a little bit too much animations on this one, or let me clarify that, too many similar animations on that one, but still a very nice touch. I like the color scheme of the gray and the nice fluorescent pink. I like these little touches where he, outlines some kind of quote and then he tells you a little bit about himself here, which is nice. You have access to his resume. Code is poetry. Okay, so this guy definitely is very into his code, I'm guessing. If that's what he's saying, that is a lot of text. I don't like text. I like to keep it a little bit more simple, so I'm not going to read that. Your attitude determines your altitude. Also very nice. And then, okay, so these are, okay, so this is some nice animations here. And then feel free to send me an email. Okay, so this is what I like. I like emails like that. They're very simple. You don't have to open up another third-party application like the mail on the MacBook. I don't like that. Cool. Okay, so this is also really nice. I feel like, also a lot of effort went into this website. What will I rate it? Oh, actually, we were supposed to test it on a mobile device. So let's do that. Let's run it on an iPhone. And I assume everything will be similar. So yeah, everything is the same, nicely adjusted. All the pop-ups are perfect. All the animations are working perfectly. Everything a little bit, actually no, this looks still nice. I was going to say that it's a little bit tight with the text, but actually it's okay, it's okay. Maybe he could have shortened the text for mobile view or shortened what he wants to say and offered like an expansion. But other than that, I think it's quite nice and very nicely adjusted. Everything is responsive. Too much text here, like I said before, but nice, perfect. I don't like, see, okay, so one thing he didn't do is, obviously you get these like add-ons that you can add onto your website to say if you won any CSS awards for your website, or if you have been a nominee in anything, but obviously this is overlapping the form, so maybe I would put it in a different place, or maybe make it a little bit smaller, but other than that, it looks very nice. So this website I'm going to rate a 7 out of 10. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. The next person that we're going to look at, his name is, okay, I'm going to try and pronounce this properly, albinotonino.com. A website to scroll down slowly. Okay, I'm starting to scroll down slowly. What? My name is Albino Tonino. Oh no, I'm a self-taught web engineer. I've been a freelancer, an employee. This is like an animated story. Holy shit, this is good. Okay, you know what? This needs narration. This needs to be narrated. This needs some good background music, and we'll tell Albino Tonino's story. So I'm going to try and narrate this the best I can, and let's go for it. Okay, let's get this mic closer. Okay.
My name is Albino Tonino. I'm a self-taught web engineer. I've been a freelancer, an employee, and an entrepreneur. In 2014, I left Rome and moved to London. With a plane, actually. Best adventure of my life. I met amazing engineers that made me a much better developer. In 2018, I joined ASUS as a senior software engineer. What a ride. And not just for work. A few things happened in my personal life as well. When I can, I like to contribute to the community. Publishing code on my GitHub profile, writing about software engineering, or contributing to other open source projects. But the most important thing of all,
that was insane! I mean, apart from the fact that possibly he didn't tell us too much about himself and there could have been more information, especially when he's a web engineer and he wants to highlight some of his skills. But goddamn! I mean, this guy is clever. And I don't know if you've noticed, but he left us on a cliffhanger. You're ending scrolling thinking, but what is the most important thing of all? And then he kind of directs you to contact him and get in touch and seek, you know, whatever he wrote. Wow, that is awesome. Website source code on GitHub. So he has a GitHub of all the code. So if you guys are interested how he made that, you can go and see it. And I'm definitely going to go and see it as well because, goddamn, that was fantastic. Oh, it's just so nice. There isn't much to say here. Another thing I just noticed is all the books that are on here, I believe, are something that, or are the skills that he knows. So Docker, Express for JavaScript, obviously some JavaScript design patterns. Oh, I know that book. I actually have that book. So React design patterns and best practices. So obviously he's a front-end developer. You can kind of tell from these books here, which is quite cool. He shows you his current employment. He tells you a little bit about himself, and then he just leaves us on a cliffhanger. But you can see he says he contributes, so you can check out his GitHub and stuff. It's just the attention to detail is so good. So good. Now I'm so interested what this looks like on mobile. So I'm going to inspect this page right away. A website to scroll down slowly. Oh, he made it work. Now that is a skill. That is an incredible skill. Oh, and it's a little bit different as well. This is fantastic. Wow, 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 wow. This is awesome. This is awesome. Honestly, my rating on this, 10 out of 10. It's probably one of the best websites I have seen so far, which kind of tell a story. There could have been other things that he added to there. So maybe let's go for a 9.5 out of 10. He could have included more detail, but the way he tells the story, I mean, a good website, a good personal portfolio to me is one that will stay in my brain and one that I will remember. And this is definitely a website I'm going to remember. So we've got 2 more websites left, and let's see what we will be surprised with this time. Okay, so let's go. This guy is called Ricardo Zanuto. Now, obviously it doesn't have a security certificate. A lot of you guys mentioned previously in the comments that, oh, you don't need a security certificate because you're not sharing any you're not selling anything on the website, you're not taking any personal information. Yes, you're right. However, a security certificate is also important, for you guys that don't know, is for when you want to rank higher in Google searches. Obviously, if Google knows that your website is not secured, it doesn't have SSL, it's not protected, Google is not going to see this website as safe. No matter what it is, it doesn't know exactly what's on the page. So it will rank your website lower in the search. It's not just going to pop up like that. That's why possibly some of the previous websites you guys have never seen before, because obviously the ranking isn't adjusted as high. Okay, now on to Ricardo Zanuto's website. Let's start scrolling. Ricardo Zanuto, interactive front-end developer. So we can see these little things move here. And latest works. Okay, so here he presents his latest projects that he's been working on. Web is fun. Some other projects, and that looks like it's it. You know what? This is a nice website. Very simple, very straightforward. Has all the social links to his CodePen, etc. GitHub, case studies. Okay, so these are his case studies. Experiments are the things at the bottom. Web is fun. Okay, cool. And then obviously he has his social media contacts as well. If I want to contact him, I'm guessing it's going to... Oh, so he gives you a little pop-up about me and you can send him an email. Fantastic. Is this a good portfolio? Yeah, I think it's actually really good. Very simple, very straightforward. Your name, all your links to your social media so a recruiter can contact you, your latest works, your cool projects that you've worked on outside of your work, and obviously a simple about me just to let someone know who you are and who they are dealing with. So I think simplicity wise, you don't need anything more if you're looking for something simple. So this is a great example of something that any of you guys could do with a little bit of interactive stuff to keep it a little bit more interesting. Obviously, I assume this website will be mobile responsive. Let's just check it very quickly. It looks like it is. The spacing here is a little bit big. I would maybe make it a little bit smaller. But other than that, everything looks nicely responsive. So I don't really have much to say here. Let's just look at the menu. The menu is cool. Also quite very simple. Nothing too fancy. So yes, I think this will get a solid 7 out of 10. Obviously, security certificates and all that would be ideal. However, 7 out of 10 I think is a good ranking for this specific guy. So well done, Ricardo. Okay, so on to the last website that I have for you guys. This guy is called, now let me pronounce it properly, drivesvanbrock.be. So I'm guessing he's from Belgium. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Scroll to discover. So I'm a motion designer. So I reckon this will be really cool. And for the first time ever on the video series to the personal portfolios, we have a horizontally scrolling website. I think horizontally scrolling websites are really cool. There's something different, they're a different touch. I will wonder how this is going to work on mobile, because that's always the biggest problem with vertically scrolling websites. But I like how these things pop up and become, you know, brighter, and then they kind of fade away again. So this is everything I think that he has on his website. Nothing too fancy. Okay, what about if I click about? Hi, I'm Dres van Broek, or Dries, a Belgian motion designer currently working at BAC LA. Interested in working together, feel free to contact me. So he gives you all his kind of contact details. What about work? Here is a collection of all the work that he has done previously, his social media links, and obviously this, I'm guessing, is, yeah, mail to Van Broek, but we will get a pop-up again, so I don't really want to click it. Again, the website is not secure. I kind of think it's very simple and nice. I really like the horizontal scroll. Let's see how that is going to work on mobile, because I'm very interested. Okay, so as I thought, what he did is he basically just changed the orientation. So now that it recognizes that device is smaller and there is a smaller pixel ratio, obviously the design goes from horizontal to vertically piled up. I think it's cool. I think you could have done a little bit more kind of designing when it comes to this fading in and out like you had on your main website. But in all honesty, it's also very simple, also very nice. You get to the point. I would maybe like to know a little bit more about him, about some of his skills, etc. But other than that, I think it's very good. So I am also going to give him a 7 out of 10. Now that kind of wraps up all the websites that we have looked into today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Obviously, I really like covering these personal portfolios for you guys. I'm doing these to inspire you and to inspire myself, and obviously I have today. And this kind of gives you a little insight into what you can do with your website. And on top of that, some of these people tell you the technologies or give you the code that they actually use to make this, so you can go and learn. Now, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for supporting me, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!